Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is What Messages Do I Need to Know? We have 3 piles. Pile number 1 is represented by a lapis lazuli. And the oracle card, the Veil, the future. Pile number 2 is represented by a tiger's eye. And the oracle card, the lamp, remembrance. Pile number 3 is a beauty druzy. And the oracle card, dawn, the light after the darkness. So, what messages do you need to know? Let's find out. Choose a pile that fits for you, one that's calling to you, either the stone or the oracle card or both, and we'll get started. If you need a little bit more time, just go ahead and pause your video, choose your card. Timestamps are down below. At the end of all of the readings, I will share what decks I use. So let's get started. Number 3, we'll see you shortly. Number 2, you're up next, but number 1, we'll start with you. Again, you had the lapis lazuli. Very pretty blue stone with some gold flecks through it. And the veil, the future. First card, the 6 of Pentacles. A give and take relationship. Something balanced. Something where you're not just giving, you're also receiving. It's lovely. Justice. You're receiving what's due to you because justice is yours. Maybe you have a court case coming up. This is telling you not to worry. You're on the right side. You're going to get it. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is someone who is a very loving, wonderful father. Really, really good with understanding emotions and how to use them to get what he needs. How to use his own emotions to deal with things. He is someone who can maybe overindulge from time to time, but he's not flaky like the King of Wands. The King of Wands, you kind of don't really know if they're all in or not. But he's there. And we have the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is a card of perfect union, of soulmates, twin flames. It's also a card of, like the perfect job, the perfect house, the perfect car, the perfect, puppy or kitty or whatever you're looking for. This card signifies that you are going to find the perfect thing for you. So trust your intuition. We have the moon. The moon speaks of the shadow side, the dark side. This is the side of ourselves that, you see someone picking on someone else, and instead of, hey, knock it off, your first thought is to make fun of the person doing the picking. Get back at them. It's a card of, I don't know how I'm trying to think of the word, reconciliating your dark side with your regular side. It's taking the time to trust your gut when something feels off. But nothing feels off here. We got the 4 of Wands, typically thought of as yet another soulmate or marriage card because we have 1111 with the 4 wands there. They are building an altar for a wedding. And yeah, if this is a love reading, pile number 1, things are looking good for you. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, again, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's someone who is not necessarily materialistic. Like, material things aren't their end all be all, but they have nice things. They like nice things, and they can kind of make money out of nothing. Like, you see them one day and they're broke. The next day they've got like 10 grand and they're buying everybody lunch, and you're like, what happened? And they're like, oh yeah, I found a rare coin in my, in my jar at home. They can just sort of make financial things happen. And we have a change here. This is the death card. It doesn't mean a literal death. The death card usually refers to a massive change in your life, a metamorphosis, something for the better, a change where you're more than you used to be. She was just a woman who, just a regular woman, but once she passed on, she became the angel of death, or an angel of death. So, he's mourning over her, and she's over here going, look at me. I'm freaking on a horseback. I got wings, man. I could fly. Don't mourn me. Life is good. So you make this change for the better, putting an end to something hard, something painful, maybe, this court case, and things change for you. The Wheel of Fortune, things changing in your favor, life working out where previously it didn't. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of good luck, especially in the upright. Then you've got the Sun card. Things are going to get better, my friends. The Sun card is one of the best cards in the tarot deck. It means every single card on this deck, on this table, is a good card. It may be putting an end to self-doubt. It may be putting an end to, maybe you do find a rare coin worth millions in your freaking coin jar at home, and you're able to pay off all of your debt. With this being here, this means that this and this is a good change. It's a good ending to something and beginning to something else. It's got you celebrating. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. Well, sometimes it can mean a third party situation. In this reading, there's no other cards here suggesting a third party. There's, the Justice card can be a divorce card, but when you've got it on the back of the Six of Pentacles, sandwiched in between that and the King of Cups with the Two of Cups here, it's not, I don't see it as a divorce card. I see this as, either a court case works out for you and, financially now you're independent and able to do all the things that you've always loved doing, and you can cut out this and, this part of your life where you're worrying about money and you're freaking out about money, and you can change to be, happy. It's on card. We have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of recognition, of being praised for doing a good job, of having a parade when you come home from battle, of someone finally understanding that you're their soulmate. The King of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups here, the Four of Wands. If you're not already married, you are going to be. You're going to meet your twin flame, and you're going to get married and build a life together. I mean, there's no... Look at these cards here. Let's be honest. That's it. Yeah. So, well, those are all your cards. Pile number 2. Or pile number... Forgive me, please. I'm only human, and sometimes I tend to mess up verbally. Pile number 1, this is what I have for you. If this is related to business, things are balancing out in a court case or legal action that was put against you, comes out in your favor. You wind up being happier and more loving, and when you're in that state, you wind up seeing the perfect job, perfect soulmate, career, what have you for you. Trust your intuition. You'll know when it's the perfect thing, because this relationship is coming, and it is a solid one. It is a dependable one. It's one that, that's your soulmate. You're going to have them forever. there may be some changes that you're going to need to make. Maybe you're someone who, you come home from work and you watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy and blah, blah, blah. And there's someone who comes home from work and they want to go out. So you guys kind of have to compromise and make some changes. In a career reading, maybe, you meet the perfect business partner. Everything looks good, but you do have to make some changes in the way that you do business, and you learn from them. But when you learn from them, things get so much better for everybody. Like, seriously celebrate, and y'all better recognize you're going to be financially independent. There is a lot of pentacles in this reading. You've got the Six of Pentacles. You've got the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. You've got pentacles here on the Wheel of Fortune card. So I'm inclined to believe, pile number 1, this might be about money. And like I said, in the case of a court case, you're coming out on top. You're winning. But you got to make sure you take the time to put the effort into the case, to give your lawyer all of the information, all of the receipts, all of the call logs or what have you that you have to show your side of things. But like, once you do this change, once you make this change, whatever this change is, either a way of thinking that is denigrating yourself, like, oh, I can't, stop canting yourself is what I tell my kids. Once you change that, like, everything flows. It just flows, and life is perfect. You have your perfect soulmate, you have your perfect job, your perfect house, your perfect car, your perfect whatever you're looking for. But you will have to put a little bit of work in and make some changes. And don't worry about it, because I don't see any cards of worry in here. So it says, don't worry about it. It's coming to you. The future is good. The future is good. The sun. The future is good. And it's coming your way. And the only thing you really have to do, pile number 1, is try and be the best person you can possibly be for yourself. And a lot of people talk about, treating the world the way you want the world to treat you. And they don't quite realize what that entails. They think that, it means you have to be nice to everybody. But what it means is be honest with yourself and think of how you would really want to be treated. Like, if you steal a car from a dealership, surely you're not going to expect the dealer to go, oh, no big deal, see you later, But you may want that dealership to, take it easy on you, or listen to why you stole the car. Maybe you stole the car because your wife was having a baby and your car was broken down and you didn't know what to do. So, you didn't think to call the ambulance. You just took the car. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know what's going on in your life. But I do know that you've got amazing things coming to you. Because you're willing to make a few changes and put the work in. And these are changes that aren't even going to bother you. They're not even going to be a big deal to you. And once you make these changes, your life changes for the better. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1 with the lapis lazuli. You have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for spending time with me. If you like this reading, please hit the like button. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, what kind of readings you'd like to see from me. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. And thank you, pile number 1, for taking the time out of your day to spend with me. I hope this helped you in some way. And stay strong, because good things are coming your way. You just need to go through the rough spots so that you can get to the gold. And it's coming, I promise. Pile number 2. For you, we have a tiger's eye. Very, very pretty. And the oracle card, the lamp. Remembrance. In olden days, you would leave a lamp lit for someone if they went traveling, so that if they came home in the middle of the night, they didn't come home to darkness. And it used to be, even if, you knew they weren't going to be home yet, you would still leave the lamp lit just in case. And this is reminding you. We have the Knight of Pentacles, someone who is solid, dependable, hardworking, someone you can count on. They may not be the quickest moving of all the knights, but they make sure that everything gets there in one piece, in the best possible condition, and they get the job done. And not only do they deliver the message, they wait for the person's response, whereas some of the other knights just kind of, here's your message, and then take off. They're one of the most dependable knights, and they have you walking away from something. The Eight of Cups, maybe you're solid and dependable and practical, but you need to walk away from that. Maybe you have kids and you're trying to keep everybody to a schedule all the time, in which case, yeah, that's not good for your sanity. If you have kids and you're trying to keep everyone to like a serious timed schedule, you're going to drive yourself insane. That might not be what that's about, though. Let's see. We have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands speaks of a message coming in, also of travel. Maybe someone dependable, hardworking, someone that you care about is leaving to travel soon. Maybe a best friend is going overseas for a study abroad program, or your significant other is leaving for a business trip. But whatever they're doing or whatever you're doing, maybe you're the one leaving, it starts with a solid new beginning. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles, this is not just a new beginning. This is a solid foundation that you can count on and build on and grow from. And you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. She is someone who is charming and exciting, passionate, definitely good looking, someone who is all that. When she walks into a room, everyone's eyes are on her. She kind of commands the scene. Maybe you were this mousy, dependable person and something happened. Something changed and you left that sort of persona behind and moved forward quickly into this solid new foundation where you're this exciting, dynamic person. Whatever happened, have faith. The Fool card is telling you to have faith in the universe, God, Goddess, Buddha, yourself, whatever it is that you trust in, have faith, because there is a plan here. The Empress tells you to create something or to grow something. This is a card of birth. See, she's pregnant. She's laying back. She's got a pregnant belly, but she's creating this magical thing here. She's resting. In traditional tarot, we see her on a chaise like this, but we see her in a field of wheat, and the golden, stalks are just waving around her as she creates. And maybe there's something that you're working on creating. The Knight of Swords, the White Knight, Lesai. This is the one who will fight for you. This is the one who moves forward to defend others at all costs. This is your guy who is going to defend the underdog, and he's going to be there to do the thing. And no orphans are going to go without food on his watch or her watch. This is a really interesting reading here, pile number 2. What I'm seeing for you is that you or someone used to be this hardworking, dependable person. But then maybe you took a trip that meant something to you. Maybe you traveled somewhere and got enlightened. And you're starting anew and you're excited about it. And you're going to move forward and you're going to create and you're going to help people with whatever it is that you're doing. But the card here is saying, don't forget that you were this person. Because this person's not a bad person. Or are they someone who can sell ice to an Eskimo? No. But when you need to go to the doctor, they're the one that has got the car ready, snacks in the car, the kids are already buckled into their car seat, and, halfway there, they've got, the prescription drugs already called into Rite Aid. So don't fully forget who you were to be who you want to be. You may have changed, but there's nothing wrong with being solid, dependable, and practical, and still being exciting. That's being that person who's solid, dependable, and practical, but also exciting and dynamic. You're that person that's like, hey, let's take a plane to San Francisco for dinner. Because you have the money to do that, and you've already been through your bills, and you can tell that you've got the money to do that, and it's not a big deal to you. But what I'm seeing here is you've done a lot of work, and you're getting a lot of return for it. So have faith. Continue creating. Whether you're creating with someone else or you're creating by yourself. Whether it's a child, a book, a piece of art, a piece of music, and whatever it is. Keep creating. Trust yourself. Have faith. And continue being this strong, dynamic you, because it's really cool. But also remember who you used to be, because you've always been really cool. You've always been amazing. You just never really saw it before, I'm guessing. Well, I'll tell you what. I see it. I see you. I see how beautiful you are and how amazing you are and how hard you have worked to get the things that you want in your life. I see you, and I think that you are amazing. I think you are beautiful. I think you are wonderful, and I think you will get everything that you want and deserve in your life because you're willing to put the work in, and that's beautiful. I hope this resonated with you, pile number 2. If you like this, leave a like below. Drop a comment. Tell me how this resonated for you. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, any kind of type of pick a card reading you'd like to see from me. Hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, and thank you for taking time to spend time with me, because you are a really interesting and fun person. You are like one in a million. If this was about love, maybe you left someone behind because they couldn't be dependable and practical, but yeah, they're kicking themselves now because something better is coming into your life because you deserve it. Well, thank you, pile number 2. I hope you have a wonderful day. Pile number 3. That's all. How are you doing? You picked the Beauty Druzy. Very pretty stone. And your oracle card is Dawn, the light after the darkness. Excuse me. All right. Let's see what the cards have in store for you, pile number 3. Oh, dear. Either you've been cheated on or you've been cheated out of something, or you have cheated on somebody. Considering your oracle card is the light after the darkness, I am assuming that you have been cheated on or cheated out of something. The 7 of Swords is the card of the cheater. You see she's gone into the armory and taken out all of the swords. She's not supposed to have these swords. They're not her swords. She's stealing them. Oh, that's caused a lot of depression and pain in your life. The 4 of Cups is a cup of depression. You see, he's got these 4 cups here. He's not interested in these cups. He's already drank out of these cups a million times. But there's this cup up here he's not even paying attention to. He doesn't even see it. He doesn't see it because he's so wrapped up in his pity party of, oh, poor me, I've only got these 3 cups. Now, his is a pity party of, oh, poor me, I've only got these 3 cups. Yours is probably a lot more painful. So you're not seeing the possibilities for good right now because you're focused on the pain you've been through. And that's not abnormal. That's actually quite normal. And this is causing you a lot of worry, pile number 3. A lot of sadness, a lot of grief, sleepless nights, insomnia, stress, severe stress. So this person or this job, they've cheated you out of something that has caused you a lot of depression and stress. But your ships are coming in. The 3 of Wands says something is happening for you, for the betterment of you and your life. Your ships are coming in. The 10 of Pentacles, financial success, financial reward, the card of a happy family. The 10 of Cups, emotional reward, emotional success, contentment, being happy with everything you have. No, the world. Okay. The world is like the end of the trip through the Fool's journey through the major arcana. The world is like, you did it, man. You did it. You got to where you want to go. The world is achieving all of your goals. So you've been hurt. Whether this is, I'm going to read it real quick as a career reading, and then I'll go through as a love reading. As a career reading, someone cheated you out of something. Either you were cheated out of a promotion or they stole your work from you. And it turned you into this depressed state where you just felt like you were never going to have anything good. And it kept you worrying because you needed that promotion. You needed that money. Or you could have used that pat on the back because you're having a hard time right now. But don't worry because your ships come in. You know, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the world. I mean, can you get better than that? So hang in there. Don't stress or worry too much about this because either they find out at the job that you were the one that did the work, or this person leaves the company and you get the job that you were supposed to get anyway. It could also be that you get a job outside at another company who treats you like gold. But wherever you were, better is coming. And you might have to wade through a shitstorm for a little bit. You might have to go through froggy nights and worry, but your ships are coming in. They're here. They're in the harbor. They're waiting. They're coming. They're coming to you because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. You've been hurt, but don't let it stop you. Don't let it put you down in the ground. Don't let it put you into this place where you can't see the good. Don't let it put you in a place where you're not sleeping. Because either your bosses or a new boss is going to see you for who you are and reward that. If we are talking about a love relationship, you have been cheated on and you're depressed, you're not sleeping, you're having a hard time, but your ships come in, and I don't think that means that the perfect person for you comes in. I think that means that something else in your life goes like 100 times better than you ever thought it would. Like maybe you get a promotion. Maybe you get a new job. You break up, you and your boyfriend or girlfriend break up because of this cheating, and you're sad about it and you're depressed about it, but maybe your boss notices and is like, hey, maybe you focus on this, and they give you a job to do, and you do it so well that they're like, wow, I didn't expect you would kill it. Why don't you become, the new VP of marketing, or something like that. In a love relationship, which is where I totally got derailed, and I apologize to you for that. In a love relationship, you've been cheated on, you've been depressed, you've been worried, but, either your ships are coming in as far as the relationship goes or as far as work goes, like I thought. But better things are on the horizon for you. A better person, a better suited person is coming in for you. They're coming to offer you a life together. They're coming to offer you this happiness and companionship and love. Sometimes we have to get rid of the shit in order for the rose to grow properly. You can't put too much shit on a rose or it won't come out through the ground. And it sounds like you're cutting the shit out because this person doesn't need you in their life. The other possibility is you have cheated someone out of something and it's been depressing you and worrying you. So you say something about it. You make it right and things go better. But that's not for a whole lot of you. For most of you, I'm seeing someone really hurt you. We've got the light after the darkness. We've got the 7 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Swords. And then your ships come in and things are good. So things are going to get better, pile number 3. But you're going to have to go through this rough time first. And you're going to have to find the things that matter to you, because one of the things that she can be doing with these swords is cutting every single worry out. Each one of these swords is a worry, and she's cutting it out of her life and taking care of it. And maybe that's something you wind up doing. Maybe maybe you feel cheated because somebody passed away, a parent or a grandparent, and they didn't have the money that you thought that you were going to be getting, that you sort of needed and depended on, and you were really depressed about it, but you found another way through, and you're okay. Either way, with the light after the darkness, with the, 3 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the World, things are going to get better for you. I promise. Pile number 3. And I'm so sorry for this pain you've been going through, for this heartache. You don't deserve it. You deserve someone who treats you like this, someone who thinks you're the greatest thing ever, someone who sees you on your worst, most ugliest day and thinks that you are just beautiful. And I see it coming in for you. Well, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. You picked that beauty druzy, and it sure is a beauty. You just got to get rid of all the crud, and you will. If you liked this reading or it resonated for you, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Tell me what kind of pick card reading you'd like to see. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And pile number 3, it's not your fault. It isn't anything you did wrong. Unless you're the cheater in this situation. But if you're not the cheater in this situation, it isn't anything you did wrong. It's them. And sometimes it can be hard to realize that. Sometimes you can be trapped in this, what did this other person have that I don't have? But it's not worth it. They're not worth it. Something better is meant for you. Yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. And I love you very much. Take care of yourselves, okay? For those of you wondering what decks I use, this is the Steampunk Tarot by Barbra Moore and Ali Fell. Very beautiful cards. And this is the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. I know it's not Halloween, or maybe it is when you're getting this video, but I love these cards, so I wanted to use them. Anyway, thank you very much for spending some time with me today, and I hope you guys have a really good day. Bye!